When the plastic bag was placed over the head properly, since it was already hung up there,
ako nelon boto nyi ya bula akungula wati jumale ka sindi
and
ka
the
saba
victim was being strangled,
anin wato me ba kangode te kam purkafa
did the victim resist at all?
fo amario mahani mamandinke fanka balando mandi
mo foy mamma manje aminke ay mamma minke wala nyindi kabra be ni jikam moto ko na
I did not see any
any action kenoteng o ka ke banteng.
I did not see any resistance.
That's the only thing. So
I only saw the individual struggling for breath.
We have received similar evidence
na sede aro soto jang
of how another victim was killed in another car.
ye do fanam fa nyamin moto do fanam kono,
And that was the car that Omar Oya Jallo
ole mototi Omar Oya Jallo
and Amadou Badji were in.
anin Amadou Badji be moto men kono.
And you said all the victims were restrained the same way.
Andu yenyim foko yenyim monta molu be mutawale nyama ke bulolo handcuff ikoma.
Amadou Badji testified that
Amadou Badji sede aro keko
both him
ate bang ate
and Oya
anin Oya
had to restrain the victim
itele moni muta
because the victim was fidgeting a lot.
katu be memfa kan wonya be mamman kan bakele.
And mind you, the victim was restrained the same way as yours was in your vehicle.
Andu isi akilo to ko mari fanan abulolo be kofri nga koma wonyale ko atel memba la moto kono fanan bulolo be kofri nyama na singulu.
Ndanga minje na moto kono ngolo fo mo wodol talo ntengan talo la abkete nyame.
I can only talk about the things that I saw in the vehicle that I was in and not what happened in the other vehicles where I was not in.
You just trying to extricate yourself from this particular incident.
Ifanan lafte fam jam fandi la faro la le kafo ma beta nyimari la fato le.
No, man left from Fanjam Mbijele. I was part of them.
No, I am not trying to extricate myself from it. I was there. I was part of them. It happened in my presence. I was part of them. It was after when this guy strangled the inmate until the person died. And then he said to me, hold the inmate, and I participated. So I was there all the time.
In essence, you're trying to minimize your own participation in the manner in which this particular victim was killed.
To God, I'm telling you what I know.
Let's move on to what happened after this victim was strangled.
Biring alio mari fa fuka pare munenatake.
Motol be bore convoy departed to the range.
The convoy departed to the range. We got to the range.
Nyabali again. Inmate mimba bala.
Mena babala.
Inmate mimba buso bala.
The inmate that was seated beside Buso.
Plastic bag
that one also, the plastic bag that was over that inmate's head.
I press.
He also pressed that one.
So
that was when he was telling Buso, do not allow the inmate to hit the door.
Buso
was by the door.
So Buso push and pull walla.
Because of the push and pull which he was trying to avoid,
I strangled to death.
He strangled him to death.
Well, this time around, even with the tight space, there was push and pull.
No, there's no push and pull. Because the place is so tied up. Push and pull mantraji.
I did not say push and pull first. You said it and I repeated it, remember?
Push and pull for wala na ikakana bunda ma wala na te finance itakan.
Because kabria account dete.
Yes, because when the inmate's neck was being strangled,
Buso
was a little bit far away from him.
So wala saba nyabali ko buse ko kana jamfala because ika naki bunda nyame sa bunda busano.
That was when Nyabali said to Buso, do not be far away from the inmate because the way you are drawing away from the inmate, you may knock the door.
This is a 3-passenger vehicle.
4.
Back seat,
we are
3.
4 in number 4.
Back seat was 3. Only 3 people could sit, are authorized legally to sit at the back.
And
you guys were 4.
Bari silang atel mo nan lebiji.
2 victims.
Yes.
Mo
You
fula-
on one side.
ite be lu karadola.
Buso was on the other side.
Buso be karadola.
An already tight room for poor people.
Yes.
Andong jedete ta purpom mo nani.
So how can Buso be far away from this particular victim when the victim is being strangled?
Buso te abay jamfano la wo mo la nyaadi le be men kango de te kam pour ka fa.
No ngamin koros je wala nyinti amon pare ka responsibility ta.
What I observed from it was that he was not prepared to take responsibility.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused here.
Ako nyin lafta njakal la domandi.
Was Buso or you not willing to take responsibility? Who was not willing to take responsibility at this point?
Itelom bang fo buso lom bang memman parela ala lodu latala.
Defo first time for mom pare ka responsibility defo I
Even
don't want to
me,
participate.
Individually, in the beginning, I was
don't want
not
to participate.
prepared to take responsibility. I did not want to participate.
Yeah.
But you've told us that you did.
Yes.
Bari yanyum foko ya yakele.
Na main kono mom pare ka participate but participate na participate le.
In my mind, I was not prepared to participate, but I participated eventually.
Well, you're contradicting yourself a bit here.
Saya ngamunta ibe fan soso kan ne domandi.
There is one thing that goes on in your mind,
Ku kilin na katara ila sondo ngoko.
and the reality itself.
Memu ko fango nyinti.
The place was quite tight.
Inkira nyin dete tanum bak.
You participated on your own side,
Ite ila karola
and Buso also assisted on his own side when it was happening.
Buso fana ye anyom mako yoro ka atila karola bringa be kekan tu moment.
So you both assisted when these 2 victims were being strangled.
Koto ali mo flo be mako yoro kele bribe nyim mo flo lu fakang.
Ade won to nyaldi.
Yes, that's true.
Good. So tell us what happened when you got to the range.
Saying afonya muna keta bral futata range nyinto.
Ndol lota je
We stopped there.
ngo modol je
We saw other people,
for suwo kutale
but it was in the night.
ngeje landi duma
We saw them being put on the ground.
inila victim ol beje
They were there with their victims.
be strangled to death.
They were strangling them to death.
Baranta photo le jima lamu
But I cannot say who they were.
me sute no because of suto so kutale
I could not recognize them because it was dark.
ba piko wa men kono ngolo bunda yele
I opened the door of the pickup
ngai
where
le
I
sideways
was.
le mbasiri
Sorry?
ngap ya le sideways le mbasiri pipo ko kono
I was seated sideways inside the pickup.
manji
I did not get down
fo kabiri execution o nyimbanda
until the executions were done.
after nyato de morning
After later on,
nata general baji jol nata na
I saw General Baji coming
ani modol bi civil dress
and other people who were in civilian clothes,
bar me suto no because of so kutale
but I could not recognize them because of the darkness.
manji moto ko ngam sute wala general baji ti
And I did not also climb out of the car. The only person that I could recognize at that time was General Baji.
ngam modo je civilian o kayto babulu
I saw another civilian. He had papers.
anata na bunde piko bunda yele
He came and opened the door to the pickup.
njita
I climbed down.
the inmate sol mating
He touched the inmates
confirm
to confirm
koy fatal foy mom fa
if they were dead or not.
ngaji woto fam amam me woto fat
I saw that quickly
atata moto dol kono
he went into the other vehicles.
atata duma mil bije
He went down to those that were there.
ngol kalam da adi range
That was what I could observe at the range.
Can you tell us who this civilian was that was confirming to check whether the victims were dead?
Ni civilian o men nata pour ka jube fo nyim molu fatale. Jumalem
ma malons ma civilian long
I do not know who the civilian was.
Can you describe the person?
isa mari danya fo nyon nyele bang.
suwo ku telephone utumo
It was dark that time,
bata kedam fele komi ke jangolem
but to me he appears to be a tall person.
After it was confirmed that all the victims were dead,
Priya a tonya and ko nyulu be fatale sila.
was there any discussions among you?
Fodun kacha soton talal dambang lu tema bang.
ni manyina
If I do not forget,
for range lembang
I think there was at the range.
o e victim wol e bade damendo
Are you asking at the range or where the victims were being buried?
ni manyila nga for last minute ko solo was briefing men
If I don't forget, at the last minute, the Solo was briefing the men
kaitani mollako
to show people that
mo kana demu
let no one panic.
execution on nyindi
This is an execution,
state execution on them.
and it is a state execution,
We have nothing to explain.
and there was nothing that we could explain.
We have nothing to say.
We have nothing to say.
Kaitani mollako nyine bankola itanda nyita kelale.
And he also made it known to us that this was a state-sanctioned activity.
Yes.
What happened to the remains of the victims?
Bo furewolu alnate kenyadi.
Tol mimbe na moto kono
Those of us who were in our vehicle,
inate on board nate on board motor kono
they came and boarded the vehicle.
momo ele fure ni le moto kono
Each one of us would take your corpses and put them in your vehicle.
solo bojan lead
Solo Bojang led,
mol bulata noma
and we followed him.
to mina kon fasilo kono mina kon fasilo kan
As we were coming along the way,
Before you move further,
Kan ni betente na nyar.
Lamin Baji testified
Lamin baji sede yaro kijang.
that Solo Bojang, after the execution,
Solo bojang biri wo faro ketafoka pare.
was going round the bodies,
Abe murumurun kakao furewolu jibe.
and it seemed as if he was chanting incantations.
Amunta wotumo abe kulle ke kan ka fennu kam amunta abe karam mulungulela.
What do you know about that?
Foi fellon wotele bang.
asa keno barande ma kalamuta
it could have been, but I was not aware.
Can you move on to when you were being led by Solo with the bodies?
Sayang tenteng solo ko al tambita al bulata no ma wotunga al ning furewolu nyulu bitaka.
utomo mbidaka it was after 12 to 1 suto
As we were, the time we were going, it was between 12 and 1.
solo ko mol dundi nyamo kono ko mol fintani nyamo ko mol dundi
Solo was taking us inside the bushes and outside of the bushes, inside and out of the bushes.
tege
I did not come to see that old man again.
solo tata lo nyamo kono
Solo went and stood inside the grasses
fo nyato do mani
uh, for a while,
akoy fureli jindina
and then he said that they should bring down the corpses.
ye fureli jindina
The corpses were brought down.
ndefo inta jindina nim buso
Myself and Buso, we brought down our corpses.
nasamba fo solo bolo ron damento
We took them up to where Solo was standing.
ndem mota na vehicle to
I came back to the vehicle.
nsondo mo mano
My mind could not absorb what was happening.
fonota
I vomited.
bolo moto ko mom fonota
I was standing behind the vehicle and I vomited.
mota lota moto to
I returned back and I stood by the vehicle.
ko solo bolo ron damento nyamo kono
Because where Solo was standing inside the grasses,
nga bil fil ko min ko kolongo la nyiti
I believe that there was an old well there.
ramal la fin to ngalon ko min ko kolongo lem
But I believe he did not want us to know that there was a well.
because man sindiri jije
Because I did not see any digging, signs of digging there.
so ndata ngana furelo ndije
So we took our corpses and we placed them there.
abin kana na moto to
So as I was coming back to the vehicle,
jiso ma nga sok soto
I had a shock.
dara ko mo fono kanji
I went behind and I was vomiting.
yes
What did you do with the dead bodies then?
Sila al furewolu nyulu inate kenyadi.
mo solo bula nyamo kono je ablon damento
We left Solo in the bushes there where he was standing.
so jaro dol ba bala je
There were some soldiers
and nga
by
believe
him,
la ko
and I believe that
so dead bodies ye be bula kolongo kono
all these dead bodies were put inside of that well.
yes
Did you assist in any way while the dead bodies?
It was after that that I returned back to my vehicle
menu fono la
and I was vomiting.
This place where Solo Bojang led you, can you recall the name of the place, or can you tell us if this place was even in the Gambia?
Nyindinkira solo boja yali samba dami. Foi sa fono ije to fono nyela bang wala fang fo nyindinkira be Gambia bang ko fang kanne bang.
kabungam fallom fande mandu go wulo kono
Since I know myself, I have never gotten into such bush.
Statement you said somewhere in Fonyi.
Ila kuma kan kono ko dinkiralem de membe foni.
ha nata fiti fonyi silol kan
Yes, we came out through the phony way.
interior jije
I also saw the Minister of the Interior.
nga DG prison GA
I also saw the Director General of the prisons.
nga General Baji GA.
I saw General Baji there.
So
Now that I have been hearing it here, that I got to know that in fact that execution was not legal.
I think for the following day lembang or the 2 days later ya nga moy far kamara ba announce kan GRTS kabi nga moy ba announce kan GRTS uncomfortable donc then it's a legal mission.
I think it was a day or two after the executions that I heard the announcement being made over GRTS by Fatou Camara. That was when I began to calm down and said, well, if it is being announced now, then perhaps it is legal, as it was said.
In that announcement, it was reported that the inmates died by firing squad. And you, knowing fully well that they were suffocated to death, did you still believe that that execution was lawful?
Nga moy nyameng ya announce nyame be nga maybe a statement on change ni statement on change o ko tonyati. Well, because ime bun ye suffocate to death le so ni mo nyim fali wo nyama o mele kunna mirulti bar min keta yente wala folo non.
According to what I heard, except if they change the statement, if they said that they were shot, then that is not true.
What did you in fact hear from Fatou Camara's announcement?
Nan haglo sa bulan wala nyinde ko ay tanila ko min ko mollo sotunda mille loi mille muta inyata falale 9 inmates yewla sama firing squad ye fayaji ye harkol ye execute je.
What I heard was that there were some inmates that were convicted and they had to be killed, and those were the ones that were taken to the range and shot by a firing squad.
After this mission, were you remunerated in any way? Were you given a form of a compensation?
Fo inata fenne dila ka ibulu masai wala ke jo pour aller nyimbaro menkete.
Ngami remember wala nyindi there was a time.
What I can remember was this, that there was a time
Lieutenant Sane Mustafa
when Lieutenant Mustafa Sane
ako keba ko momo so $5,000 la.
He said that the big man said that he had dashed us each $5,000.
So momo it to sign
that each one of us should sign against our names.
What was the 5,000 meant for?
Well, I do not know the reason for which that 5,000 was given for.
You mentioned the big man. Who were you referring to as the big man?
Former President Yaya Jammeh.
Yaya Jammeh.
Would you say the 5,000 was a reward for the execution, the unlawful execution you participated in?
Ye nyimolu mennu faten menni luwa manta nyola ye amunta buluma sayolo mpura aliyo baro menke.
Mustafa min foje wala nyindi ko.
That day, what Mustafa said there was this.
Former president go abamolsula every month $5,000 isla.
That the former president said that he would spare us $5,000 each month.
Keta sinya killing.
But it happened once.
Sinya fula.
And happened for the second time also.
Sinya sabanjao.
But for the third time,
Suleiman Baji, General Baji, I more commandi.
Suleiman Baji, General Baji, called us.
Oh, Yaya Jammeh kodo dialale.
And said that Yaya Jammeh gave him some money.
Kodo kala moto kono.
And that he had put the money inside his vehicle.
But kodo nyi yemanta moto kono le.
But that the money disappeared inside the vehicle.
Fojele vavali multade la hajol.
He said it verbally, and every one of us and all of us dispersed.
Did you believe him when he said that?
I do not believe it. I do not believe it.
Apart from this unlawful execution or unlawful killing you participated in,
Ni mo fa kola mem ni silamantanyo la ima beta damin o kola.
Did you participate in any other activities of the junglers?
Fo inata mabe jonglers la kulo to le bang menketela nyin kuketalti.
What do sotota?
Yes, there was a time.
Ndara na Saturday.
I went to my village.
It was on Saturday.
It was on a Saturday.
Nyabali call.
Nyabali called me.
Akonye commission over Combo.
He said to me there was a mission in Combo.
Tanje.
In Tanje.
That nyente nalale because some bita mission olan.
That I should return back because the next day we were going for a mission.
Nada on Sunday.
I returned back on Sunday.
Janimi na Sunday.
Before I came back on the Sunday.
Because ni mo nie command mission ko mission no.
Because these people, once they call you and they tell you that there is a mission,
Ija farol folo kema.
you are always terrified.
Mon comfortable wala.
I was not comfortable.
Following day, first thing in the morning.
So the following day, first thing in the morning.
You said, and I repeat in Mandinka, Nyimol ni ekili.
These people, when they call you,
Kijafaro leke muta.
you get terrified.
Why Kijafaro?
Why do you get terrified?
Because
I'm also afraid of them.
I'm also afraid of it. All that I'm in the group.
Because sometimes, even if they call me to collect this money, I used to perform ablution before going. So that God can prevent me from any mishaps.
You knew at this point that any mission that they may call you for may possibly and likely be killing.
Yes.
It's true.
On this day, they called you and you went as well, not knowing what the mission is, but having at the back of your mind that it is likely to kill somebody.
Yes,
so what
I thought of
happened?
all of that. So when I left there,
the following day,
the following day in the morning, I went to Tanje
with one son.
With one son.
That very day.
We were on duties on that day.
But
it's now late.
Can you please give us the last name of this son?
It's
late.
His last name.
Sangmendi or Sang Korea, I don't know.
Sangmendi or Korea, I don't know.
I'll leave it at that. Can you please go on?
So we were there. Noah came in there in the evening. He said to me, prepare your materials. You are going on a mission. But he did not say what mission it was.
What materials was he asking you to prepare?
He said to me, prepare, pack your luggages.
Former President Katamale.
The former president is traveling.
Because
at that time, I think he was going to Guinea-Bissau.
Because it was 2 days traveling.
Because it was a 2-day traveling. I packed my luggages.
Reported State House.
I reported at the State House.
I
went to the commander.
A briefing
I had a briefing.
That former President
because they did not want anybody to know where the former president was going to.
So Commander brief.
So the commander briefed us. He told us that you were going to Saudi. That was when I came to know that the mission was in Saudi. So I got prepared there.
Other people.
So other people came in. We were all there.
We drove to Senegal.
That's
why we find ourselves in Saudi.
What was the purpose of your visit to Saudi or mission to Saudi?
That time, Yaya Jammeh was going for the Umrah.
And the Umrah mission, obviously, it didn't involve any killing.
No, there
was no killing.
So the Umrah mission, in essence, was for cleansing.
Altata fansene yandol la umra silol.
No,
No, it was not that.
Well, Mr. Sambou, thank you very much for answering all of my questions.
Numbara yenna nyinin karolu jabi.
This is the end of questioning from me.
Ntela nyinin karobe banna janne.
I'll now shift it to the chairman and the commissioners.
Saimbe ko saundi la chairman nin commissioner lubulu.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, it's like the witness wants to say something.
Chairman haketo abeko sedo lafta fenne fola.
No, later last minute I spoke to you about my issue.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the witness had informed that the father and the stepmother were part of the ones that were witch hunt, and he would like to have a platform to also talk about that. I don't know if this is the perfect time for this.
Mr. Chair, I have been informed about that too, and I think the neatest thing to do would be to call this person, this witness, as a witness later again to deal with the witch hunting exercise. So in order to avoid mixing things up, we would call him again and ensure that he testifies about that. So on that note, I'll encourage you to write a full statement and deliver it to the investigators, such that at the appropriate time, we would call you as a witness and give you the opportunity to state everything that you have to state.
He already wrote a statement. The father already wrote a statement, whatever has happened.
Yes, but equally, you can also write a statement about it if you are affected by what has happened, or if you have information about what has happened. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. The Gambia is going through hell.
Gambia is
going through hell that these revelations and admissions that we've had these past few days is beyond shocking for any society. To have agents of the state coming out here, fine, you telling the truth. That's exactly what we want.
Amunta banko fango mam sakunda fango la du kulalu kawa wolu kanyinyo luke kana fintina njang katonya fo abete atam lafta wala lafta tonya la nyimbintel belorin tonya le kanjal.
Truth about gruesome murders by the state.
Mo fa jawlu men ya lon ko man sa fankunda fango le yoluke.
Today alone we had 14 murders.
Bida mang fari tanin nani ngawole moy.
This is all on top of what you and your colleagues have been telling us, the junglers, since some of they started them are coming here.
Nyim bebe laring ko le kan eteni kafunyo jonglers dolu yemelnu fo.
To have you here, or to have us here from you and from other junglers, that senior officers of the state, ministers, other senior people, being present at the execution of prisoners?
Kanyim moy ko man sakundala alifa kumalu men ya lon ko be ko ministalo aninya ton kakatolu kana je moy ko wol kama be mo fa bengolu to ñi ñom bem façonlu o ka ku yata.
It's almost like having the Nazi high command getting to the gas chambers in occupied areas or the death camps, looking at prisoners who have been killed, being gassed, burned them to death. I mean, burned them, their bodies being cremated.
Amunta dorong naziolu wala Hitler nala kafunyolu ya menkenu dorong kamolu muta ke sambaka edundi bungulu kono men yalonko furo le moti hadama dingolu ke jani furo kono koy kamburo jani nyaming amunta o kufa songolu menu ketanu ngo tumo an nyin koni wolle lafta muliala.
They had their junglers.
Wol fanale la jongla lu sotole.
They call them the Einstaatsama Gruppen.
Ye kuma ay ike command to men na German counter nyayo chairman yo le fonya.
In Darfur, you had the same kind of junglers in the Janjaweed going around slaughtering people.
Darfur fanang ya nyongol le soto je ka fo le wutumo nun Janjaweed wolle kata murumuru be molu fa la nyawnyandi nyama.
And to hear that in the Gambia, junglers are going around murdering people, getting people out of prisons at night and slaughtering them.
Ganawo moy Gambia jam fanang ko molu be jam menu be o kekan ka murmurun kata molu bondi dinkiral to kate fa fo kasola ka molu bondi je kate fa la wonya.
Well, and we have not heard the end of it yet.
Adum mamfuta dango mafolo.
I guess we're going to have more junglers coming, more murders being told to the Gambian people. And Gambia is going through hell.
Ako bitumbe jikirin ko jongla solu ul fanali binalali. Ul fanali bina far dolle satala jang. Wala na ako Gambia betambi kanja hanabale kono sai.
I have no idea what question I can ask you or your other colleagues. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please go ahead. From the left this time around, I'll start. None. And from the right, yes, please. Commissioner Kinte, you have the floor.
Commissioner Kinte la kana nyinin karola.
Lamin Sambou.
Lamin Sambou.
Frankly, I was a bit puzzled.
Ako to nyanja kaltan.
Of course, there are contradictions from other witnesses. Each two persons among you in the back seat sandwiched one victim.
Ako nimtu akolu duntablu nyoto nyame wolem mo fulaye mo mutarin kilimbula tema motoko no folota ya mutanu wole nyama.
Nonetheless, even if they were two, fine. The puzzle is someone who is handcuffed from behind, and the feet shackled, would have to be helped into a sitting position in a pickup. And indeed, if you were two in number, sandwiching two victims, even if they had a mask or something, some nylon over their head, the contact between you and your next partner, the first victim around you, and then had been strangled. From other testimonies, someone had to come down to help Oya and the other guy to make sure they succeed in cooling this guy down to death.
Kana Oya na kafunyo makoi puru be memfala fo isi dengala no nyamin kafa.
3 people for that individual.
Mo sabale denta o mo kilimu la kafa.
Now you are impressing us about the
yes, I have to step in here to assist Commissioner Kinte.
Yeah.
The same question you are formulating has been asked by counsel.
Okay.
And if I remember, the answer that the witness gave was that yes, indeed, we assisted in the execution of these people.
If that is established,
so I would rather we don't unravel.
Yeah, I'm fine if that is established. If that is on record,
thank you,
that he has admitted he participated in supporting, helping the guy.
Thank you very
much. I'm fine.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Carr, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Carr, can I interrupt?
Thank you, Chairman. My first question is, you said you were taken to Umrah.
Were
you the only jungler in that trip?
Ikoye samba umrala. Ite do nen jongla timentata umra to wal.
Ndebukam famude ko mingo jongula lementi. The jongula to mbuga accept.
I do not consider myself as a jungler. In fact, I never accepted the name jungler.
It was a patrol team.
The name was patrol team.
Nte fonde na malo mina jongulati.
I personally have never known what a jungler is.
Umrani Alalan Sambaje, Ndemafan Sambaje, and nobody selected me, it's only God.
This Umrah, God took me there. I did not take myself there. Nobody selected me except God.
Ngamin kalamuta je ndamalem because misono nyimfa imamere komin go Saudi le ni ata Saudi le ndum do nantitanu.
What I experienced there is it's only me that knows it. In fact, this mission, if they had known that it's Saudi, I wouldn't have gone.
It was yamira nunko misono nyimbe Bisawle abekele Bisawlati.
They had thought that
2 days.
They had thought that this mission was going to be in Bissau and for only 2 days.
Kabinta the commander office utumola briefing na komin ko the president is going to Saudi for Umrah.
It was when we got to the commander's office and had our briefings that we got to know that in fact the president was going to Saudi.
From the office direct to Senegal.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Bishop Odiko, wala kana nyini nkaro.
Thank you, Chairman.
Kwenumbara Chairman.
The person who examined the dead bodies, was he a medical person?
Amari mujata kende abunda do kulale tibang?
Hani molon?
No, I do not know that.
You narrated that both you and Buso carried your dead bodies to the burial place. How did you carry the dead body?
He held the hands and I held the feet.
We took
them until where Solo was standing. We placed them there. Then I returned back to the vehicle. That was when I had this shock and I went behind the vehicle and started to vomit.
Did you take them both together or did you take them one after the other?
One after the other.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Bojang. You have the floor.
Commissioner Bojang, welcome in.
Mr. Sambou.
Yes, ma'am.
It's an additional question to Mr. Odiko. You said Buso helped you to carry your cough. Who helped Buso to carry his cough? Because according to you, you said Buso helped you up to where Solo is. You placed the cough there. You came back to the vehicle. But you did not mention that you helped Buso to took his cough to where Solo was. Now who helped Buso to carry his cough?
Coming forward, me ma understand ko furel mi mentolo moto kon tolla nga sama ngala ni solo badamendo.
What I am saying, maybe she does not understand. I said the corpses that were in our vehicle, we took them and placed them where Solo was standing.
Muskeva kamenyini ngawle aliye kilin samba le fale fure fulo be la nyokan ne ke samba.
Kilin samba.
We took them one at a time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Sambou, you have any concluding words to make or remarks? Please go ahead.
Ni fana ye kuma soto ibe memfola.
Anteba ala tendula.
I want to thank God
for me being yon kanaka testify.
Who has enabled me to be present this day to testify. These heinous things that have happened in this country, the things that I am aware of. Because all these things were done based on the orders that we were given.
And the order testify.
And it's also based on order. That is why I'm here testifying.
So order So
it's the same order which I cannot deny.
So I want to
thank the entire commission. all these things happened here. All these things have been said here.
It's not our wish.
It is not our wish. It's not our intention. Because since I know myself up to now, being in the service up to this day, nobody can say that this is what Sambou has done to me. I have never had any problems with anybody. Even today, as I am testifying here, so many people are perplexed about my case. Because I am not a wicked person. I am not also a bad person. I have not troubled anybody. I have never reported anyone to the authorities to say that this is what so and so has done. I have never tortured anyone except these incidents that I have found myself in. I just saw myself in these incidents. And also I saw people in there. And I thought that the things that were happening were in line with the law. I never knew that these things were not lawful until this TRRC started proceedings. I want to thank the families of the victims for the patience that they have shown so far, because these heinous things have happened to their relatives, and they never knew that this was how it happened. So I am praying and indulging their forgiveness. It is not our wish.
Regret in my life.
This is something that I will ever regret in my life.
Since that execution was started,
since the start of those executions,
you can ask Buso Obaji.
You may ask Buso Obaji.
Since that day, Monday and Thursday, so start. Up to date, Monday and Thursday, because I regret in my life.
Since the executions, I started fasting Monday and Thursday up to date.
Monday and Thursday.
Until even my colleagues would ask me, why do you keep fasting on Mondays and Thursdays? In fact, today is when the entire world is knowing the reason. I am praying to God so that that which has happened, that I will not be able to be put into these things again.
Any solution stop.
Because I do not see any solution to stop it. Which is why I am praying to the Almighty, fasting Mondays and Thursdays.
Since that day,
since that day up to today,
1 year, 4 months.
Even at the time when I was under detention for 1 year, 4 months,
almost 2 to 3 years this Monday and Thursdays.
I have been fasting for almost 3 years, Monday and Thursday. And even in my workplace, my colleagues can testify to that. These things that have happened, I regret them.
After this death row,
because after the death row, I personally went up to Buso. I went up to his house. I said to him, Buso, I am going to resign. He said to me, why? I said to him, if we do not leave this place, these people are going to put us into more trouble.
Your life is at risk.
Buso said to me, if you should resign now, your life will be at risk. I continued because I had no solution.
This Monday and Thursday,
then I started fasting on Mondays and Thursdays.
Since 2013,
since 2013 to 2014,
up
till date,
Monday and Thursday,
I am fasting Mondays and Thursdays. God knows. Gambia, in the Gambia, many people know, many of my colleagues know that. Because something happened which I got myself involved in, which I never believed that I could be a part of. But a human being cannot deny the destiny that God has set for him or her. Because I never thought that I will ever get into this kind of group. So this is my statement. Let people forgive. Let people not think that this is just our will. In fact, these things, we are the people who condemn it the most. But we couldn't do anything about it. It happened to me, my father and my mother. They took them to Kanilai. They forced them to drink a concoction. My
48 hours of coma.
My father was in coma for 48 hours. He could not speak.
The same thing happened to Mbama.
The same thing happened to my mother.
Solo, why this?
I spoke to Solo and I said to Solo, why this? I cried over the telephone. Solo said it was an order that was given to him. And there was nothing I could do about it. My father is still experiencing that problem. That is his private problem. But up till date, he's still going to the hospital.
And 2 months back, Biam hospital, immediately.
Even 2 months back, I went to the Biam hospital to try to get some medicines for him. But I could not get them. But I called my brother to get some medicines for him. Because when he experiences these attacks, he used to lose his breath, and so he used to be helped to. So even up to today, he's still breathing through that pipe.
So system
So this system that we found ourselves in, we are junior officers. We would not be able to tell what is it.
They use us for nothing.
They used us for nothing.
Was at least interest nothing.
Because today, if what we were doing was based on interest, then at least today, each one of us should have had a house or something. But none of us, the three of us, can boast of having anything from it. So I thank God and I glorify God. I thank you people too. That you are trying to remove Gambia from this bad chapter and to that's the end of my statement, and I thank you all.
Well, tomorrow is Thursday, and you add on to your prayers and fasting that never again should these things happen in this country. It's not just prayers, it's some devotion also. All of us ensure that these things don't happen again. Thank you for your testimony, and we will meet again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Meeting is adjourned.
Are we meeting?
Hello guys, you guys got very big rams. I hope you don't get it from where I'm suspecting.
Do you think you're the only one who knows where all the good news come from? My son bought me this ram all the way from abroad with baluwo.
Oh yes, this must be baluwo. Me too, my daughter just bought one for me. True baluwo. With baluwo, everything is possible.
This Tabaski, you can buy ram for your family using the trusted Baluwo. Just log on to the www.baluwo.com website or download the app. You can buy ram, otherwise foodstuffs such as rice, sugar, cooking oil, and much more for your family this Tabaski. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Hello guys, you guys got very big rams. I hope you don't get it from where I'm suspecting.
noo lañ def ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek Skin Care Plus nara jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5-star Jesna la 5-star Jesna mooy Jesna bi gën a pire moom la ñoo tube palmaan bi gën a fort moom la ñoo liggéeyee buñ demee Bamako ñun duñ dem ci marché bi rek buub indi déedéet dañ leen a jox suñu specs ne lañ nii lañ ko buggee nay lañ ko buggee fóot bi nangami fóot lañ bugga pour mu mun a set waaw cuubi skin care déedéet doo ko sol mu di la taxa all over the place ci gàttal ñun rek si cuub dara du doy day des not only dañoo cuub but bu la neexee ñu cuubal la ba pare nag ñawal la ñaw fi mu gën a setee nag rek la ñoo fulee ñetti ñawkat lañ am nañ ñawkati simple nga xam ne xoppati rek mbaa def sa taille basse def sa dagit def sa roba amul benn dawme am nañ koo xam ne moo ñoo dawme jigéen den am nañ tamit special ñawkat boo xam ne ñawi góor rek la ñoo defal nga bugg a sa his and hers muy korité muy tobaski mbaa muy ngénte muy takka mbaa nga bugg a rek def sa yëkka bu baax a baax daagul ba ñëw Skin Care Plus ñu dimbali la tànnal la cuub fam gën a baaxee ndax sa yëkka gën a foor lii nga ne lan xoolal bi takka la Skin Care fii la fu léegi yéen tey we're not all about skin we are skin care and the plus does come in so many different ways. Cubantu wuñ de dañ cub bam saf-saf